as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Washington Commanders. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start the drive with Drake. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, these two teams, Charles, Arizona and Washington, 2023 a new beginning for both. Of course, for the Cardinals, a new coach, Jonathan Gannon, coming over from Philadelphia, where he was the defensive coordinator on their run to the NFC title, and then new ownership here in Washington.
And that gives each franchise a chance to start fresh, to turn the page. And I'm looking at Washington. They could be sneaky good. Despite the fact they didn't make the playoffs last year and the other 3 teams in their division did, Washington finished 500 at 8-1. They could make a jump.
On first down, Drake. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now on first down, Drake again. Gets by him at the 25. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
That last sack puts Murray in the cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Rondale Moore, 34 yards. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
2nd and 10 at the the 22-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howe. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They've got to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And once more, Howe back to the air. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Second and 10. Dotson in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he spins away. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Another throw for Howell. Pass taken in Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. Powell. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Cole Turner, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Green.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They stay on the ground with Drake. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 16. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Murray changing the play. On 3rd and short, Drake. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff checks on him. We'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Prater's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in Week 1.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Throwing here, Howell.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going up. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Commanders 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Now Howell.
And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And this goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running right, Drake. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Murray. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Commanders. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Murray now. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll get it to Drake running left. And some room to run now. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker and a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Prater's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Howell now to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. First down, Howell to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. It's Howell with another throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On play action, it's Murray. That pass complete to Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and long, here's Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Murray looking to change the play here. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now they'll shift things around. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A give to Drake running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Murray off play action. And he hits Drake. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Murray going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cards are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Off play action. It's Howell. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for Washington Commanders.
Another throw for Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Here we go.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Howell. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Big Ace open. Big Ace open. Buzz. Hey. 2-2.
Back to throw it. Murray. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're front.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Howell out of the shotgun. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
There's a give to Rodriguez on the option. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Second down. Howell now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Murray to throw. And this will be swung out here for counter. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early